A poor girl suddenly struck it lucky. She had just lost her job when a wealthy boss took a shine to her. She landed a job paying 10 million a month. Her main responsibility was to care for 3 children who had lost their mother. The eldest daughter, 14, had a terrible temper.
근데 이번에 왜 이렇게 구려?
아, 그래?
The second daughter, 10, said her older sister snapped at everyone she met. Shania could barely keep a smile on her face. She suddenly realized the triple salary wasn't for her skills, it was for her patience. But for a homeless, penniless graduate, she'd be willing to care for 10 children like this. When she heard that the mother had passed away 2 years ago, she couldn't help but feel sad. What it's like to be without a mother. She knew better than anyone. The youngest son was only 6 years old, yet he'd been forced to learn to sleep alone. At 1 a.m., Sana heard intermittent sobs.
수정아, 왜 여기서 혼자 울고 있어? 이 밤에.
The little boy clung to her as if she were his lifeline, insisting on sleeping in her room, although Sana knew this wasn't allowed. She understood all too well how helpless a child must feel. Shaking with fear and having no one to turn to, the little boy begged her to keep it a secret. He emphasized that he wasn't crying because he missed his mother. He was just afraid of the thunder. Sanaya's eyes instantly welled up with tears. 6-year-old Sejun had somehow understood the words she hadn't spoken. Instead, he gently comforted her.
괜찮아요. 하늘에서 선생님 엄마도 선생님이 지켜주실 거예요.
Sana had never met her biological mother, yet this innocent child brought her great comfort. Chairman Lee was awakened by the thunder and went to check on his son. He found the bed empty. He searched every room but found no sign of Sejun. Finally, he found him in Sana's room. Chairman Lee sternly scolded the new tutor for not knowing the rules.
그럼 그렇다고 말을 했어야죠. 내 방에 데려오던가.
The next morning, he still gave her the cold shoulder. At 9 p.m., the 14-year-old girl still hadn't come home. The chairman was both worried and angry. How had his once obedient daughter suddenly become so rebellious?
아빠면 다야? 나 아빠랑 말하기 싫다고, 피곤하다고.
Only Sana noticed the mud on the hem of the girl's skirt. She guessed at a glance what had happened.
아, 이게 지금 무슨 짓이에요?
Without her mother's protection, her childhood was filled with days of being bullied. Don't let her petite, fragile appearance fool you. At 16, she had already won first place in the National Youth Sanda competition. Today, she was going to stand up for Mijin. With a light touch, she sent the bully to her knees. Screaming, Mijin was stunned.
제니야 미안해. 다시 나가.
얘들 잊지 마. 제니 뒤엔 이 언니 있다.
In that moment, a sense of admiration welled up inside her. So this is what it feels like to have someone looking out for you.